Alright guys, this is a really quick video just to go over the MLA corrections for the very last essay that we had to do corrections on. I'm going to go ahead and open that bad boy on my end. There we go. Now you can see I've already written all over mine digitally, so I'm just going to go over the issues I had or that you need to have as well. Very first thing, the top should be double spaced. The entire thing, excuse me, should be double spaced. Let's go ahead and make that big again. I'm working on it, guys. Hold on. It's loading. Alright, so it needs to be double spaced at the top. Well, the whole thing needs to be double spaced, especially the header on the top left hand of the paper. Joe Sample, if that's his name, that's fine. It needs to be your name, the writer's name, teacher, class, and then date. The date there is set up incorrectly. It's in military format, so if I were to fix that date given, it would be 16 September 2007. The whole thing needs to be in Times New Roman 12-point font. It is not. Do not capitalize your entire title. Remember that? That was one of the big things we went over. Also, we're missing the last name in the top right-hand corner along with the page number. The very first thing we come off with, the word you. Now, we're going to be talking about your next paper, and there is no second person pronouns. Okay, so no you, your. If you wanted to try and say the same sentence, you could say one would think. One is a very easy word to plug in if that's what you would really want to say. That's the only thing I see there. I'm going to just keep scrolling. So I highlighted that in green because it was more of a stylistic issue, less of an MLA issue. And then we have another one where organized sports, sports is plural, so they have, so an agreement. And then let's see, into is one word, cut that. And there you can see right here the period was in the wrong spot. Now I've gone through and I've highlighted every source in purple so that you can go back and make sure it's on your works cited. So it was easier for me to find when I get back down to the works cited. I can go back and highlight each thing. So make sure your period's on the outside of the parenthesis or the parenthetical documentation in the middle of a short quote citation. Alright. Down here we have some players have been so successful in their sport that they even expected to be treated better than everyone else. Okay, that is a sentence. And so having a colon there wouldn't make sense because what you're about to read, the block paragraph, doesn't give example of that. So you need to make it a period. Alright, and then below that we have a block quote which is actually set up correctly. Notice there are no quotation marks. That is correct. I highlighted all the contractions in blue and I wrote in blue, all these contractions are okay because they are in the quote. Alright. The next thing we have here, I made sure to put it on, is no punctuation at all. Make sure you have a period after can. Remember, the punctuation stays with the quote. And again, I just highlighted all the parenthetical documentation people so I can come back and look. Alright, in the high school ranks needs to be taken back out of an indent because it's actually continuing the paragraph. Sports, you can see it needs to not be plural. The punctuation at the end of athlete needs to go after the parenthetical. And there needs to be a comma after law. Again, we're missing last name and page number. I found a contraction there. I say, let us. Now I haven't corrected all the first persons because technically you can write essays in first person. When you write a narrative or an autobiography, that's okay. From here on out, we probably won't use first person in our writing unless it's on your blog. So contraction needs to be let us. Get rid of the next let's. Monroe, again, there's a contraction. Doesn't. Alright, now I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom where it has a works cited. There should be a last name and page number in the top right hand corner. It should say works cited, not bibliography. Okay, we have Monroe. Bertman was never used, never mentioned, never in any of the parenthetical, never mentioned as just the author's name. So I X that out, you need to take the whole thing out. And then we don't have Iverson. Iverson was highlighted in purple but not anywhere in the works cited. Therefore you would lose points for that. So there's all the corrections. If you had more, you can write a note on the side. Please write your name at the top of this and turn it in for some points, okay? Thank you for that, and I hope it works.